G'day, my name's Gabby from Australia. I'm making my first video, so please excuse my nerves. It's really weird talking to a little green dot. I'm used to speaking to cute chubby cheek little kids. I'll try and make this brief. I'll try not to rattle on. I'll try not to forget things. I do have a little list of things here, so hopefully I get it done. Basically, I started my weight loss journey, my 50th weight loss journey, on August the 1st of this year, and I weighed in at 115.7 kilos or 255 pounds. I chugged along by myself for the first month, just exercising 6 days a week for an hour to an hour and a half, and watching my calories, eating between 12 and 1500 calories a day. I intermittent fast, which is it's always been a preference of mine. And then I weighed in on September the 1st at 107.8 kilos. So things were going along, they were working, which is usually what happens with me. I cut the calories and work out and I lose weight, and then I stop cutting the calories and I gain the weight, and there we go with that little merry-go-round. But on around that time, after September the 1st, we had watched That Sugar Film, which is an Australian documentary about just how bad sugar is and the effects that it can have and how addictive it is and how it's hiding in everything. And it was a real eye-opener for our family. And during that documentary, our kids begged if we could go sugar-free, if we could do what Damon was speaking about. And we did. We sat down that night and we all talked about, you know, how hard that was going to be and how we probably are addicted to it, and but we all chose to fight together and to stick with one another and encourage each other for the sake of our teeth and our health. I think the kids were more worried about having their teeth ripped out. So we did that, and that was around September the 7th. And around that time I started looking for videos and ways to break this down for the kids. We homeschool, so I'm always looking for ways to broaden their little minds. And during this search, I found out about low carb, high fat, and I got a little bit stuck to the screen, just day after day watching these videos. And pretty soon I cut it out myself. I cut out the carbs from my diet. So it was around the 7th of September that I did that. I'm not really good with the dates. I should have documented a bit better, but so I had weighed in September the 1st at 107.8. Around September 7th, I went low carb, high fat, a real learner. Like, I had no idea really what I was doing. I went onto the Atkins thing and I was looking at the YouTube videos and trying to piece together my own little plan. Had no idea what a keto stick was. Didn't know what I had to do with it. Was pretty grossed out when I found out, but it's cool now. I actually am friends with my keto sticks. I love that little bottle now. And then anyway, 8 or 9 days later, I just was waking up every morning feeling amazing. I wasn't bloated, my skin felt great, I had energy, and I was eating all this fat, so it just completely blew my mind. So anyway, I popped over to the gym to weigh myself to see if I wasn't like 120 kilos or something, and my brain was feeling good because I was in some euphoric fat dance or something like that, but I'd actually shed another 2.1 kilos in like 8 or 9 days or something like that. So that was it. I was in. Hook, line and sinker, low carb, high fat girl. I just would have called my first name Keto. I was that happy seeing that loss after how full I felt every day, how satisfied I felt every day, how much energy I had at the gym and with the kids. So that was me, hooked on. Anyway, I'm not weighing myself again until October the 1st. It's kind of like a little promise I made my hubby. I didn't want to weigh myself too much because I do get a little bit crazy in that area. So I will do an update on October the 1st. I'm not expecting great things because even though I've been sticking to the low carb, high fat with ease, I haven't been at the gym a lot. We've had, my little boy broke his collarbone and he needed a lot of mummy time, homeschool, part-time work, and my eldest boy came down, and I just like to drop everything when they come down because I don't see them, and he lives in Melbourne and we live in Tasmania. So the diet's okay, but the exercise has not been that good, apart from rubbing my son's back and getting lots of drinks for him. My husband and my kids are really cool as well. They quit sugar around that September 7 time, and my hubby lost 4 kilos in that month, I think it was, and then started keto last Thursday with me because he's so amazed at what I can eat and how I don't feel so guilty. So I guess that was a big temptation for him. So he started keto, and within 6 days he had lost 3 kilos. Now this is a guy who's in pretty good shape anyway, goes to the gym 6 days a week, has done for like the last 4 or 5 years, but he always has that little bit of stubborn belly fat, and he's clicking on close to 50 now, so I guess it's harder for us to lose our weight as we get older, but I'm looking forward to seeing low carb, high fat do that for him. That's going to be really exciting. So 3 kilos in 5 days for my husband, which means 7 kilos since we went sugar free for him. My little 11-year-old girl is down 4 kilos since going sugar free, and my little guy who broke his collarbone, excuse me, I'm losing light here, so I'm trying to get this videoed. If I look like a ghost, I'm sorry. My little boy who broke his collarbone is 10 years old. He has lost 2 kilos since going sugar free, and he hasn't done anything. He hasn't even done his job of emptying the bins because he's been down for the count with this broken collarbone, and he loves the drama, so he sort of puts it on. So everyone's doing his jobs. He's done very little. So it's been 4 weeks, a little bit over 4 weeks, I think, since we've really got rid of a lot of the sugar. We had no idea. We basically emptied our cupboard of everything because sugar was found in many forms in everything. The kids aren't low carb. They still have bread, potatoes, sweet potatoes, and all that sort of stuff, but we are sort of going more of a paleo sort of way with the kids and more of a low carb way with us, which in itself is a challenge, but I'm daily just poking along and doing the best that I can, and I'm really pleased with their health and the vitality that the kids have. That they have a few little moments here and there, I guess, where they wish that they could have the chocolate or the frozen Coke from Macca's or that sort of thing, but all in all, my whole family has been revolutionised by going sugar free. Thanks, Damon. That documentary was amazing. And my husband and myself by going low carb. So as of today, I'm basically 105.7 kilos. I weigh in again on October the 1st, and I hope that there's some shift there. But yeah, I think that's everything I had to say. Yeah, probably forgotten it. But anyway, I'm on Instagram at IamStandsWithAFist, and this is obviously my new YouTube channel thingy, and I have a blog which is AussieKetoMama.wordpress.com. I've put my first post in there, and yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more. So thank you for watching.